What's up, guys? This is that one time I got reincarnated as a podcaster. I'm Forrest.
This is the Ed Boy.
This is Bob.
And today we'll be talking, we got romance in the area. Not for any of us, but...
I think he's doing pretty well.
I do pretty well.
He doesn't count.
Sometimes.
But, I guess we'll be talking about that and some really grade A movies. And we can't say any bad words yet, so
It's the best movie I have ever seen this year. Hands down.
It's only been 43 days.
Well,
that's
okay.
right.
One of those movies, sure, whatever. You're right.
So are you talking about Brick Mansion?
Of course.
Yeah.
Tell me a better movie we've seen so far that's better than Brick Mansion.
Brick Mansion 2.
No.
Oh, wait, we haven't seen that.
Because it doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
I heard they were going to make a sequel, but then the main character, I heard, hit a tree. It was crazy.
Hit it so fast, dude.
Oh, no. And very furiously, yes?
It's getting worse.
It's not too soon, right?
Like 8 years, 9 years.
Something like that.
Never forget.
Never forget.
I remember.
Might as well just start on that, though. So
All right.
what do you think of the best movie starring the guy who hit the tree and the guy who got dubbed over?
Okay, so the other day, Forrest comes up to me and he's like, dude, I found this movie free on YouTube that I watched when I was 19 years old. And you said it was the best. Because there was parkour action, so we watched the commercial. I'm like, okay, it looks pretty good. It has Paul Walker in it. I know this guy. Has this famous French dude that's a parkour guy. I'm like, okay.
David Bell.
David
Bell. Bless him.
And then Raz, or
Who?
RZA,
Was that the main bad guy?
is the main bad guy.
That
With
ended
the
up
one
being a
with
good guy at the
glasses,
end?
Wait, which?
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. The
Okay.
one who stopped the bomb from going off.
That dude with the god tier phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we started watching it yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
yesterday. I don't regret it. Not one bit.
It's the best
Sure.
movie. Best movie.
It's free on YouTube if you want to watch it.
It's got the highest rating I've probably ever seen on Rotten Tomatoes. A 26.
What was the audience score?
57, I think?
Isn't
No, 48.
48.
I want to say it was 48.
But it has Paul Walker, dude.
Yeah, and
47. You were close. Maybe.
Damn it.
Maybe he put in a review last night to drop
it to 48. It's like, I remember it being 48. You did this.
I gotta mess him up.
Yeah, but you did this.
But the funniest part is so I remember we watched it and I'm like, man, that wasn't as good as I remember. And I'm like, I thought there was one after it. I didn't think this was the sequel. And then we found out the Ultimatum, which is the French versions.
But it's not the sequel. It's like the sequel reboot,
It's just a reboot. That's
Yeah.
what I would
Reboot.
consider it.
It's an American reboot.
which was ass.
Yeah.
That we found out.
So in context, right? Actually mapping it out. So you have a French movie that
called
was
District.
that was produced by Luc Besson,
Yeah.
who did the screenplay, I believe, and then I don't know who directed it. You can probably look at it, but the point is, it's called District
Yeah.
B13.
Yep.
Takes place in France, involves famous French parkour
David
person
Bell.
David Bell as
Yeah.
as one of the main
Who's
characters,
the other guy?
and
However you say that first name. There's a C.
Cyril Raffaelli.
Sure.
Sure.
Cyril
Whoever.
Raffaelli
Yeah,
as
and he's
Captain
the-
Damien Tomaso.
Yeah, so he played the same character technically in both movies.
And then there's a sequel called District 13 Ultimatum.
Yeah.
And then there's Brick Mansion, which
Yeah.
is the reboot.
I just noticed
Of District 13.
I just noticed that all the characters, like the character names,
Yeah.
are exactly the same.
Yeah. It's lit. The trailer was shot for shot the whole movie. The original trailer, remember?
Yeah.
He
It was
just
shot for shot.
What was that?
But see that District B13 has good reviews.
Yeah,
Let's see, B13 is 80.
yeah, it's 80%.
Yeah.
With 90, I think.
Well, I mean, because if you think about it, if you're thinking about some random French film that comes up with these parkour artists, because even the main character or the guy who plays the policeman in the original film was also a parkour artist.
Yeah.
The French guy that looks like Vin Diesel but skinny.
Yeah.
That guy.
It's what the original guy looks like, but the other guy sounds like.
Yeah.
Oh, they don't know, dude. Okay, so we were watching the movie, and this David Bell guy, he's the French guy in this American movie,
Uh-huh.
and it looked like the words he was saying didn't match his mouth. We're like, what the hell?
Well,
This
so
makes no sense.
I mean, it's not so much that because there's some phrases that match perfectly.
Yeah, there's some real good ones.
It's the audio. That's
Yeah.
where you hear it. Like it doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound like he's outdoors. It sounds like he's in a booth recording it.
But also, like, sometimes it would, the dub or whatever would sound really loud, and his mouth will barely move.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Yeah.
That's where it becomes more obvious. But the thing is, it does sound like a studio recording. Like it sounds superimposed.
See, what I thought it was, because I've heard his voice before, and I knew he had the French accent, but I thought maybe somehow he trained a lot for the movie.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, maybe his lines got corrupted, or like the sound
Yeah.
didn't pick him up instantly there, so they like shot 80% of his 80-yard.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm like, nah, because that accent's like, it's gone. Like, his French accent's completely gone.
Well, I mean, what I thought is he Tommy Wiseau'd himself, basically. You know,
Yeah, that's what I
how
kinda
Tommy
did.
Wiseau had to redub over Tommy Wiseau
Yeah.
for The Room. That I did think that
That's
for
how
a
I
second.
pictured
Yeah,
it.
Fucking genius.
but obviously, you know, you look it up.
It was the best thing I read all day. Him being dubbed by Vin Diesel.
It's just great.
It's
So-
fantastic.
Now, what's the question? When was the Fast and Furious movie shot? Like
The original?
First
The
ones?
original?
Yeah.
2001, maybe?
A long time
So
ago.
when was what movie was 2013? So obviously, they've been friends for that long.
Yeah.
So that means he's like, oh, we'll hire you as the VO because
Is it
I don't know.
2001? It's around there, between 2001 and 2002-ish.
Yeah, probably.
I believe.
I don't
is when
remember.
Fast and Furious was.
I know it was before high school, so yeah.
I'll
Way
tell,
before high
I'll tell you in a
school.
second. Okay,
Oh.
2013
Yeah.
was Fast Furious 6.
So yeah, so they've already been friends for 6 years, or not 6 years, but
Is that
6
is that
movies.
when Paul Walker leaves the franchise?
No, he leaves it in.
He's in the 7?
Seven.
Oh damn.
Because six was the last one, and I think part of 7 was recorded. When was 7 made?
2015. Well, that was when it
Maybe not.
released.
Oh,
So it's probably filmed
because he died in 13.
before he died or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah.
That movie, Brick Masons came out in 2014, so this is technically the last movie he fully
Fully did.
did.
did. So I'm guessing that one was
Yeah.
after.
It's almost like with Heath Ledger, right? The last movie he fully did was Dark Knight, but he is in a movie called The Imaginarium of Darker Narcissus.
Yeah.
But that he didn't finish. He died in the middle of that production.
Well, how did this
so.
conversation go? Like, hey man, we can't understand this David Bell guy. You know somebody that can dub over him? He's like, yeah man, I'm gonna call my buddy Vin Diesel.
I mean,
But
Oh, sorry.
all I was gonna say is, but what does David Bell feel? It's like, dude, your voice is horrible.
it's like asking the Darth Vader actor, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yo, because he did the lines. He actually
yeah,
recorded
yeah.
the lines when he did those movies.
Yeah.
But then they're like, yo, man, I mean, you're cool, but you see James Earl Jones here? He's cooler. So we're going to use his voice.
If I'm not mistaken, for that one, I think they had issues with the main actor.
They did.
So they're
they did.
they're like, if you don't do this, we're gonna cut your voice.
Like in Star Wars?
Yeah,
Yeah, and they
and,
cut
they,
his
they also
voice.
did. I mean, Lucas didn't like his voice.
Yeah.
His build was perfect,
Uh-huh.
but the voice wasn't.
Wow.
For what he pictured Darth Vader to be.
I
Yeah,
pictured
yeah.
James Earl Jones in the suit. Like,
Let's not.
It's funny. Vin Diesel does a lot of voiceover work.
Oh yeah, he's
Fucking Groot.
Well, okay.
No, no.
He's also
I am Groot.
he's also the Iron Giant.
Yeah.
He is?
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
That's why he's I Am Groot, because they both have the same amount of lines.
Oh, dude, they're both bald. You're right. Makes sense.
And I think he does some other.
Is it
I think
Bruce Ball?
he's voiced in like some cartoons and stuff like that.
He's done a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna look up his stuff.
No.
I don't want to be here for 20 years.
Yeah, nah, I'm fine.
because he does a lot.
Yeah.
Really?
But I think it is so funny that the moment he pointed it out,
Then you
I'm
can
just like,
hear it.
yep, that's Vin Diesel.
So you're welcome to anyone that has to listen to it after we talk about it.
Also, spoilers if we do get into them.
It's a good movie.
It's
You're
free.
gonna be spoiled.
It's free.
It's not a good movie.
It's not-
But it's an hour and a half of.
it's so bad.
But it's such a good time.
So I won't talk
Sure.
about District 13 and the U. I don't remember if I saw the first one.
original?
I know I saw the U.
Okay.
And I do remember that being like action and parkour was like the main thing, and then there was like story throughout it. Where this movie was like story, but it was like cut so much that it was like,
The
why do I care
transitions
about
were
this
so
person
bad.
and this person
The editing
and
was
this
just
person? I found out why too.
Oh.
So because I clicked on
They filmed it weird.
I clicked on a trailer thing, or it was like how it was made.
Yeah.
And so most of the fight scenes are like they're either on the roof fight scene in particular. They're on the roof, and the roof's small. You know,
Yeah.
He's like filming in this room.
But then like there's like 12 camera guys, and they're like U-shaped around them. So it's like anytime someone would get hit and fall towards a camera guy, they'd cut it, and like everyone would stop, like physically the fight scene, and then they reposition everyone.
Why would you need so many cameras?
Because they need all the angles, dude.
Like I don't understand why you would want.
Because
in
in that one
the first
picture,
place.
so he's like punching the guy on the floor.
Yeah, sure.
There's the camera guy and the director on the main one, and then they have the other camera guy recording how it's being done, and then there's another camera, basically where their heads would be. So I guess you could see the face of whoever was on top, and then maybe there was a shot in the back so you can see the nice butts, but you know.
That's fan service.
Yeah, but
like the one girl, dude, she was like the whole fan service of that movie.
Dude, that's all it was. It was a short skirt and they're kicking around.
I mean, who wears short skirts to be a waitress?
Like a diner waitress?
A diner waitress, yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
She looked like a schoolgirl.
It might actually make sense.
For
I like that.
She kind of had like the sexy secretary kind of look.
I mean, she did. I liked it, but it was so confused. I'm like, why are you in a diner? And then she gets kidnapped in the middle of the day and no one says anything.
Yeah, because
it doesn't happen. No, it wasn't even the ghetto. They went into brick mansions.
That's why the brick mansions is like the ghetto. It's like
no. They went. Oh, sorry. They went the other way. They went to the unghetto to grab her to drag her to the ghetto.
Oh, okay.
The part that surprised me is that this movie is a dystopian movie.
Technically, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the. All I know is they didn't like
dystopian Detroit.
Yeah. It's a normal Detroit.
Yeah.
It probably makes more sense seeing like the original one, because even just from the trailer, it just looks like, oh, you have this like super poor area that's lawless.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna kind of quarantine it out.
Yeah.
So none of that spreads.
See, but in that, just from the trailer that we saw, that made sense because there was different districts. They quarantined that one, District 13 was the ghetto or whatever.
Yeah.
But here was just like, Detroit.
Well, it's
and
like
then the fuck they didn't explain anything.
No, they kind of do a little bit. It's like there's throwaway lines. Which is another thing that world building using throwaway lines kind of sucks, but it's the way they do it. But they do explain it a little bit. They do explain that it used to be, because it shows like a billboard shot of like how all those buildings used to look all nice and new. And if anything, if you were to use like a modern or historical equivalent, right? It's like take a neighborhood like Harlem, for instance. Where during the 1920s it was like this big, fancy, luxurious place, and then it devolves into whether it be low-income housing, this stuff like that, and so it's meant to show that same kind of degradation to an extreme, right? So instead of there being a reclamation of whatever that area is, they just kind of let it rot, and then walled it off because they don't want to deal with it.
What I learned from the movie is that walls do work.
Mm-hmm.
Just kidding.
Sure
Just
did.
kidding.
Sure did.
I mean, they were gonna get nuked.
Like, sure it did. Is there a nuke in the original film?
Yeah,
probably.
It's shot for shot, like legit shot for shot. Because
I
remember looking at it, and they're going after the bomb too.
But is their nuke attached to a rocket? Like fucking
I
taped
don't know.
over.
They didn't show that part in the trailer. If they did, I totally missed it.
It looks so ridiculous.
And their big heavy guy in District 13 in Brick Mansions. Brick Mansions, way better.
I thought the movie was gonna be about drugs.
Same.
And it wasn't.
No. It starts off with him like destroying probably thousands of dollars of drugs or whatever.
It looked like cocaine.
Yeah, it was cocaine. And you're just like, oh, okay, it's gonna be drug related, and then it's like, oh, here's a nuke, and you're like, what?
Yeah, you're like, oh yeah, you owe us for this drugs. Just kidding.
Well, it's like, you owe us for the drugs, we steal this girl, which I guess is his girl.
His ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
So why would you go up out of your way to save your ex-girlfriend?
Because she was still hot.
Mm-hmm. I mean, she was hot.
Maybe he liked her.
Oh.
Maybe she broke it off.
No, that's right.
Because he was dealing with too much drugs or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened. They didn't explain that at all. You're just like, yeah, oh well.
Makes sense.
But yeah, I said there's a good... I wouldn't even say fight scenes. I said the only scene I think I really liked in that show was the fight with the big guy.
That was also shot for shot.
Yeah.
My favorite part is when
there.
he gets smacked with like a
cinder
cinder block.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Takes the cinder block to the face.
Did you see the trailer for the other one?
Yeah.
Also gets hit by a cinder block.
He does, and it's just as funny.
I almost wonder how the editing is on the original.
If it's similar or not.
Yeah, like if it's as choppy or
I mean, the cover looks like a PS2 game.
But
it does.
But it was
does.
shot in like 01. I can't find him. Why am I? Oh, I'm on a different district. That's why. Oops.
Wow.
Because you're on a different movie, my man.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't there when I clicked on it. Oh, either way, it doesn't matter. That was like the only scene I liked in it was when he was fighting that guy.
My favorite scene was when they get trapped or whatever, and he pretends to get like being choked or like not breathing, and that dude with no neck, he's like, "Oh my god, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna let you guys go."
The facial expression that guy made, he was like, he's gonna die. He's gonna die.
If he dies, I'm gonna die.
And he just lets him go.
No, they walk him.
Oh yeah, he
But it
escorts
doesn't
them out of
matter
there
because with their parkour masteries, they jumped over their head or some shit and then like knocked them out.
My other favorite scene is when the fucking sniper misses Paul Walker like twice. Like he's not even moving and he misses, and then he's like, "Oh, I forgot I have to reload." And by the time he reloads, they're already on the roof, and they beat him up.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get there so
when he
fast?
has like the perfect shot, and then it's like click.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it goes click, and then he cocks the thing to pull the bullet out.
Yeah.
At that point, when you cock it, that's when your bullet discharges. Then you can shoot again. So that means he forgot to pull the fucking bullet out in general.
I mean, we can also talk about like the frag grenade that turned into an incendiary
Dude,
grenade.
that was
That was top tier.
I don't know what's these might be my favorite scenes. Incendiary that didn't go this way. It flew
went
towards
forward.
him.
Yep, it went forward.
And it blew up the wall.
It was a fireball.
Yep.
It was amazing.
Now you know how fireball works. If it's not an explosion in the center,
It goes out.
It goes out. Oh man.
They burning handsed it. Just
Yeah, pretty much.
that's what it was. But good lord.
But next time we're gonna watch the other one, right? The Ultimatum.
The
I
second
thought
one?
you were gonna say.
I don't want to watch the first one again. We could.
I don't
just
want to
see
watch
how
it again
is.
just because we already saw the story
Yeah.
in a shitty way.
Yeah.
It's just such a
I hate you.
badly made movie.
You're welcome. Well, imagine if we watched B13 or District 13, The Ultimatum, and then we watched the Paul Walker one.
It's right. We can only go up from here.
But if we watched it that direction, how much better it would have been? You would have been like, wait, we saw this movie, didn't we? I'm like, no, what are you talking about?
It would have been so much
Deja
funnier.
vu.
It would have been, but we probably would have finished.
But I was ruined forever.
Yep. You're welcome.
It's fine. It's fine. I thought you were gonna say the next one we were gonna watch was like Earwig and the Witch.
Well, we are
And
gonna
I'm
watch
like,
that.
No, I don't want to.
We
watch
are
that.
watching that one.
But I don't want to.
But we're going to.
No.
Dude, we
have
barely
to.
watch any good movies.
When's the last good movie we watched?
Today, too, the Outlaws, I'm going to say. But we'll talk about that.
That was pretty good.
That was a pretty good movie.
Brick Mansions?
Would I watch it again? Probably not, because it's kind of long. But it was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. What would you think? I guess we'll end on the Brick Mansions. Do you think? Any other thoughts?
Nah, dude, I'm good. I'm ready to bury it in
Is
the back
that
of my
your
brain.
rating?
Brick Mansion was a
Better.
wannabe Fast and Furious movie.
Oh, I could see that, because there was a lot of driving
There was
scenes
a lot of
that
driving, yeah.
did not need to be in there.
Uh-huh.
No, there was that chase scene, and
Well-
when they crashed into this other car,
Yeah.
unnecessary.
I guess if you really think about it, you had the parkour scene opening with David Bell,
Uh-huh.
and then Paul Walker came in. You had the Fast
Those
and
are the
Furious.
car scenes.
Then they split up, and it was like David Bell a little bit of Paul Walker.
But see, Paul Walker always plays the same role. It's like he's an undercover cop
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
happens to be in a car chase.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how the movie
It
is.
was a Fast and Furious movie. It's like, I don't know, what, 5.5?
You're gonna give it a
It was a spin-off.
oh, okay. I thought you were gonna give it a rating of 5.5. I'm like, dude,
Nah, that's too high.
it's like IMDb. It's a 5.7 right there.
Oof.
Ugh. Yeah, I can't do that.
Would I watch it again? Maybe. Intoxicated? Probably.
No, I can't watch this again. This is the second watch through, and I forgot it the first time.
But it has been like 6 years.
Almost
7.
8. But yeah.
But now you know from the beginning that David Bell is dubbed by Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
So it should make it better from the beginning.
Should it? Does that make it better?
It just makes it funnier.
I almost that's what I kind of wanted to do was listen to the beginning just to hear
the voice.
the whole way through, just his scenes. I'm like, what happened?
There was some unnecessary parkouring at the beginning.
Of course, there
Well,
was.
parkour is
That was the
that's
point.
what parkour
I'm
is.
like, there's
Well-
this completely free hallway you can just run straight. No, I'm gonna run where all the obstacles are.
So technically, parkour, by definition,
Yeah.
is from point A to point B the quickest. Not
There
the
was
stylish.
a free hallway that he just
I
completely
thought
ignored.
I thought free running was the like.
Is that or it might be
Yeah,
that one,
you're trying to get from point A to point
Oh,
B.
I guess yeah, and then the
And the parkour, you're adding, the flips.
Yeah, well, technically, he was supposed to be doing was free running because, well, he normally talks about he doesn't like flips and stuff. So
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't like flips.
no,
Mm.
but just weird stuff like that. But I'm happy that was Paul Walker's last movie. Killed his career faster than the tree did.
Oh,
But
Boy.
How would you rate it?
ooh, David Bell scenes with Van Diesel, a 7.
A 7.
But the whole movie
The
in
whole
general,
movie.
a 2.
How would you rate it?
Probably say it's like
A 2?
I'm just a 2. I mean, as much as it's
Or
funny
2
to
flat.
me,
He says
it's
2 out of 2.
2.
2 out of 5?
No.
2 out of 10.
2 out of 100.
No, 2 out of 100. We gotta really bring that percentage down, my
I
man.
mean, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 just because they had that one scene with the dude that said that. What was that rocket sentence?
Oh, so you don't need to be you don't need to be a rocket scientist. You just need a rocket ship.
Yep.
So that by itself just ups it a point.
That is true. Okay, I give it a
That
3. But watch that movie.
It's free.
Not worth the time.
I'm not getting paid to say that it's free.
Okay.
If we were, we have stooped to a new level.
Yay!
I guess then we can talk about the other one. Was that today?
Which one?
Outlaws.
Yeah.
Outlaws was today.
That was a few hours ago.
I blank out. It all merges together.
That weekend looks all the same. You're right.
Yeah, Friday through Sunday, just like just merges.
It's just a long ass day.
But,
Yeah, for reals though.
yeah.
But yeah, that was a great movie.
Has
I
best boy in
enjoyed
it.
that.
I finally looked up his name.
Oh really?
I'm gonna say Ma Dong Siko.
Silk.
Ma Dong Seok?
Ma Dong Sok.
I don't know. He's in Train to Busan. You know who it is. Best
He's the
boy.
big Korean guy. And he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
he's got a neck, but almost not because he's so muscular.
Dude, his arms though.
His arms are huge.
Those are huge.
Barely.
Like my thigh is huge.
Really?
Just because it's a tree trunk doesn't mean it's huge. And but I love that he's also the same in every movie. He's typecast as best boy that slaps people. He just goes like this when he hits people.
And I'm okay with it.
I love it.
My favorite was the first scene when like there's this dude's fighting.
Yeah.
And he just shows up, talking on the phone, and you're like, nah, bitch, what the fuck that?
Dude, that like first 5 minutes was him on the phone just slapping people. Like the guy had the knife, remember?
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
first scene, he's like holding everyone up. He just goes up to him, grabs the knife, and the guy's like, he holds him down, and the guy's like, give me the knife, and he just gives it to him. And he's like,
And
okay.
then he gets to the guard or the police, like, do your job. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Because I guess what is he? Is he a detective or?
He's a cop.
He's a cop.
But I guess.
I think he's like
whatever.
the sheriff, maybe.
I don't know how that hierarchy works.
I don't know, but like an equivalent, maybe.
But it looks more like a detective's kind of.
I think
department.
because he's definitely higher up than a
Like
normal,
your standard beat.
But I know
cop.
he's lower than the crime
Like the
scene
chief.
ones.
Oh,
because-
homicide.
Yeah, because homicide was there
Yeah.
trying to get the case.
He
in
probably
general.
works like narcotics, or
Yeah.
or like whatever.
He's like gangs activity.
gang activity.
Yeah.
That's why, because it was weird for me to see because he never tried to really arrest anyone
You just
in
beat
the
him up.
first half.
You just
He would
beat 'em
like beat him up, and then he took the 2 gang leaders, and remember he made them take pictures together like they're friends. He's like, if you ever get mad at each other, you can look at your picture now. Look, your best friends, your family.
even with the main bad guy, he just tied him up to like a
Oh, the
Well, that was kind of his
whatever.
arrest, and he let the
Yeah.
other people
Yeah.
come in and
Yeah.
take him.
I did think it was stupid as the people were trying to make him pay for the the damages.
Oh, the damages.
It's like, I need the rest of it. You gotta sign the paperwork to pay for these damages.
Well, if you couldn't tell, it's like a gangster film. Gangster crime.
Yeah, it's just a crime
Based on
film.
a true story. Apparently.
Yeah, apparently.
I guess we missed the first maybe 5. You know how there's like writing and it's always in Korean, obviously.
Oh yeah, they didn't subtitle that part.
They did.
They did?
But we missed the first half because for some reason the subtitles weren't on, even though we watched the Korean movie last.
Oh, that's right.
So we got the second half of it and not the first half. But
It was a nice surprise at the end. Like, true story? What?
yeah, dude, he was the actual crime investigator. He was slapping people.
Oh my
moving.
gosh.
Do you remember when he went to the huge dude that was beating up the other small dudes with a bat?
Yeah.
And he shows up and he just like bam with his hand, just slaps him,
Knocks
Down.
him out.
knocks him out cold.
And the guy was taller and bigger than he was.
He's
and he's
huge.
a big guy.
He's a big guy.
He's one punch. One slap.
That was a good movie, though. It was great for many different reasons. It's like a polar opposite
Yeah.
of the movie we watched.
We watched too many crime shit today.
I feel like
this weekend.
I feel like what we have to do from now on is watch one good movie
Uh-huh.
and one bad movie. So we have a good counteraction of always perfectly balanced.
But there have to be a good and a bad movie in like the same genre.
I don't think so.
No.
I just think we need 2 movies.
Because it was like a shitty crime movie, and it
Yeah.
was like a good crime movie.
True.
Sure.
Well, some would say maybe the other way around, but would have been me. But I don't know. I said it was a good movie. Or good fight scenes.
I give it a 8 out of 10.
8.5.
8.5?
Yeah.
I like 8.
Yeah.
8's a great number for
I
it.
said it was a good movie, but I think it was good and a little bit basic, but there wasn't anything that was like over the top to talk about. And there's nothing so shitty to talk about.
No,
it was just like good.
It's just good. Good consistency
Yeah.
as far as I was concerned.
I said I did like him, but he almost. I feel like the only thing I had an issue with him was he felt so unbeatable throughout the whole movie. Like
They
there's no.
stabbed him so many times.
There was almost
He
like
was
no
yeah.
flaws. Like even like in the
Yeah.
one scene where his friend was quitting,
Uh-huh.
the only flaw that he said was he was scared of knives. Even though the motherfucker got stabbed like knives by glass, and he's just like, I can take this little bandage up here.
I'm the Hulk.
I love how they all have like stab vests or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when that happened, my brain just broke because it looked so painful. Because the guy stabbed him, but he didn't expect him to have the vest.
Yeah.
So the knife went through.
Yeah.
So it went through and cut his hands.
Uh-huh.
And me mentally, when I saw that, I was like, "Oh, damn, my hands!"
I just remember seeing that it didn't go through and it kind of just pushed, but I didn't see that it cut through his
yeah,
hand.
because he pushed and it pushed through. 'Cause
Oh,
he wasn't
God.
gripping it strong enough.
This is a funny point now that we're looking at the knives and stuff. It is interesting that there is like no gun play
Oh, and any of those?
for the entire movie.
Not even the cops.
No, it was all knife, axe,
Hand.
hand.
I like
Sometimes
guns.
close
Are guns
fist.
like banned in Korea?
Probably.
I don't know, maybe.
I can look it up, but
But I mean, it's just this is something that I think, like personally, anytime you have either hand-to-hand combat or something where you're so up and close and personal, fighting this other person, it makes it a lot more visceral. For instance, let's take an example. Let's take John Wick, right? Let's take John Wick as an example. I mean, most of the movies, like the 3 films or whatever's, it's usually gunplay mixed in with a bit of martial arts.
Yeah.
And all that. But like if we're gonna go with like memorable scenes, for instance, if we take like the 3rd movie, for instance,
The book.
Well, the book's one,
Damn.
but like the knife scene right after
The knife
that,
scene is probably the best scene
where
in
they're
the
all
movie.
fighting with the knives.
Yes.
It's because there's visceral closeness, or when he's fighting the one Japanese dude at the end, and they
where
have
they're,
like the swords,
like beating each other. Yeah.
And I mean, it gives an intensity to the fight.
Yeah.
Where I think doesn't always exist when you're just having these gun brawls, right? Like for instance, if we were to compare it even to like the 2nd film, like when he's going against Common, when they're using the silencers that are doing things that a silencer wouldn't do, but they're like trying to shoot each other and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Technicalities.
I don't feel like it's as like intensely
Because you
like
can almost
heart
get lucky
pumping.
too.
Yeah. Like Oh yeah, but intensely heart pumping is when you're the guy trying to stop another guy from
I did like how they just stab people like 50 times. Like, whoa, man!
Oh yeah!
Holy shit!
Oh man, those scenes.
Or like, I'm not gonna cut off your hand with this fucking shitty ass axe.
Well, they're known for their axes and stuff too. So
that looks just like a knife, like a big knife.
Well,
it's like a cleaver.
That's what it is, basically.
You hand me the axe. Is the subtitle wrong?
No, it is an axe.
It's an axe.
It's just how it's shaped.
It has the shape of an axe. It's just a small. It's like a hidden one.
Yeah.
You can keep in your.
So I looked up Koreans can own guns, but however, sporting gun licenses are issued by the government, and all guns must be stored at your local police station.
What?
Yeah.
What?
And so civilians are allowed, however, to keep a crossbow in their homes.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
So you tell me, if someone robs me, I have to go to the police station. Like, I'm gonna pick up my gun.
No. You grab your crossbow.
Grab my crossbow.
You grab your crossbow. Yeah. Or you do the usual. You carry your axe on you to make sure.
You martial arts fighter.
Yeah.
Can I carry my axe and my crossbow?
Sure, dude.
Dude, you can load your axe in the crossbow.
Crossbow's akimbo.
Oh my god.
The axe is for ammo.
When are they gonna put that in Call of Duty?
Crossbow akimbo.
I picture you shoot with the crossbow, you have your tomahawk in the other hand for some reason.
Can they put that in zombies? Crossbows akimbo?
No,
Crossbows akimbo.
No.
I really think you should be able to have tomahawks akimbo. You just pull two more and just.
I'm so down, dude. When you play zombies, it goes to like 3 sometimes. I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
So how?
The tomahawk defies the laws of physics.
Yeah.
Well, because the tomahawk, for some reason, like the hitbox, it just when it kills something, it just hits the floor. It becomes like just the object.
Yeah.
So if you aim high enough, so it kills the one thing, and the zombie becomes like you can run through it, right?
Yeah.
So the other zombie's pushing through that, so it hits him here. And the last one, it hits like the toes by the time, so I was like...
And then like that insta-kill. So,
yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
So that's the only reason why I can picture why the tomahawk, you can get one more kill. Unless it's one of those where it eats your tomahawk, which technically makes more sense.
Yeah.
But it's video game.
You know what we need?
What?
Something wholesome to watch. We haven't watched anything wholesome.
No.
In
I've just
months.
been watching tons of Asian people kill Asians.
Yeah. But then again, it's like, I mean, how much like wholesome stuff is there like really?
Nothing. There's nothing out there.
Along with the Gods was kind of wholesome, but not fully wholesome.
The first one was wholesome.
The first one.
But there was action in there too to like break it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want to... Do you really want to just sit and watch something just straight wholesome at this point?
Yes. We've seen a lot of violence.
Yeah, but we're in America. I don't want to see people stab each other and shoot each other with guns. It's not right.
I mean, in our case, if we want to watch something wholesome, right, we just put on like some slice of life anime, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what I watch.
And call it good, right?
Have you seen Horimiya?
No, I haven't watched that one yet.
Bruh.
I know. I haven't watched... Dude, we've been on like hiatus. I gotta slowly go in. I'm only watching like 4 shows at a time at this point. At this point, I've been watching more TV, like normal TV shows. Because I'll bring it up real quick, is The Warriors. You gotta watch it.
Yeah.
I'll keep bringing it up. It's basically Bruce Lee wrote... It's about Bruce Lee's writings.
Uh-huh.
So the main character kind of is Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee's a writer?
No, well, he has his like own writings about like
What?
like Confucianism and stuff.
Yeah.
Like
his
that
own,
type of stuff.
his own takes on,
I thought you said like he has some like secret screenplay.
No.
Someone found him like, hey guys, we should adapt this into a TV show.
So that's all for him. So it's 2 seasons. Season 3 got canceled because of COVID, but it's trying to get picked up again.
Yeah.
But I think it's really good. If you like people stabbing each other with
I love
axes,
people getting stabbed.
constant fighting, and constant sex. Like every episode, there's someone losing a fucking hand, and then the next scene right after, someone's banging. Or as in this show, they're getting sticky. I'm not even kidding. They go because there's whorehouses and stuff.
Yeah.
It's that time period, and he's like, they go like stay there, I guess, and they're like. He's like, here, real quick. He's like, yeah, I'm just gonna get sticky today, or get some sticky. And I'm just like, this is
whatever.
great.
What is this translation?
But it's in English.
Oh, it's in English?
Yeah. So,
it is. Okay.
Yeah, because the show is all in English,
Uh-huh.
except for I'd say like 1%. So they'll
1%.
they'll have the scene like if there's a white person or someone that doesn't speak Chinese in the scene.
Uh-huh.
They'll have the subtitle and they'll have them speak Chinese for back and forth, maybe one sentence. and then the camera will cut and rotate, and then they'll be speaking English. It'll be showing you that they're speaking Chinese, but you don't have to sit there and read subtitles.
How would you rate these sex scenes?
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Are they pretty spicy? Or they're kind of like, oh, they're having sex, and that's cool. Or
There's some
like,
spicy ones.
Spicy.
There's some spicy ones because a lot of them are like they're not supposed to be having sex. Because it'd be like the white chick with the Chinese. Like so, one of the mayor is married to this girl who's younger than him by a lot, and then she didn't want to be married, but they married because of money.
Yeah.
And then, but she falls in love with this one Asian dude, the main character, and they just bang constantly.
Okay.
So he's banging the mayor.
When does it take place?
Maybe the 20, or when did the Chinese start the railroad? I guess.
In the U.S.
Yes.
1820.
Yeah, it's about it's early 1800s.
Yeah.
Because the railroad was already in place by the Civil War,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I think so.
Yeah, but 1870s, San Francisco.
So after the Civil War.
Yeah, after Civil War.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Civil War is
because-
1860s.
Yeah, I forgot because the other main character is the two cops, and one's from the south and one's from the north.
Oh.
There's a very little bit of that play, but it's more the Chinese, the cops, and the Irish, because the Irish were making the railroad first.
Is this like a crime
Well,
show?
I mean, they were
It's more of a gang / time period. 'Cause,
technically the Irish were building it from the opposite side.
yeah. Well, they got to the point there, and they wanted to start working on that because they have no work.
Yeah.
And since the Chinese will work for basically pennies on their dollar,
Yeah. Yeah.
that they're like, oh, we're gonna obviously get these people to work on the railroad or work in general.
Yeah.
So they get pissed off, and then they go fight. So there's tons of different people fighting constantly.
Okay.
So if you want to see, I think it's a good timepiece. But then there's tons of martial arts, tons of sex, and
Okay.
then a funny episode or two. I give it a 9, maybe a 10. Like, I think it's that good.
Damn. Sounds like Bridgerton, but like for males, because of the action, I suppose.
The only reason you're tying those two together is because of the sex scenes.
Yes, and the timepiece, mostly the sex.
I mean, it's like you're comparing like a period, like a martial arts period piece
The 50 Shades
action
of Grey.
drama to the porn version of Pride and Prejudice.
It's not the same.
Damn, you beat me to it. I think they're one.
What you're trying to say?
It's not the same, my man.
How is it not the same?
They're very different vibes.
But you should watch Who You Meet. Episode
Okay.
5 was the most wholesome episode you could ever see.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell him, Maddie. You watched it with me.
Oh yeah, it was great. I had to think about it because I don't remember if like another episode came out this week.
I think
because I don't think
it
I
came out
watched it.
today, sometime this week.
Oh, okay,
already.
because I don't think I watched it.
We're behind one episode.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. I think the only wholesome thing I'm watching, I guess. I'm
The
watching
Eurocamp?
Eurocamp.
It's Eurocamp.
Yeah.
But
But
That's my only wholesome show.
speaking of Horimiya, right? And obviously with tomorrow being what it is. Right?
Sunday?
Halloween?
Yes. Halloween.
I love Halloween.
No, Valentine's Day. I thought it would be great if we talked about, or well, I guess this was going to be our main point anyway after talking about all these movies, is romance anime.
So, I guess I'll start with my favorite one.
Is it Tordora?
Yuri on Ice.
Yuri on Ice isn't a romance anime. It's a sports anime.
No, it's
With
romance
romance in it.
No, I think it's a romance anime with sports in it. I haven't seen it. I'm just arguing with the title. Dude, it's called Yuri. So it's two girls on ice.
Obviously.
Yes, because that's exactly what
she
that
falls
is.
in love with her coach.
Well,
okay.
See, when I first read this, I'm like, Yuri, great. I love Disney movies, and Disney on Ice is great.
Oh,
so
no.
Yuri on Ice can only be
so
better.
stupid.
So dumb.
I didn't watch it, so I don't know.
No, I'm
I
just,
don't
you
know,
watch
but a
it?
lot of people loved it. No, I didn't watch it either.
Oh.
So, I mean, I'm not going to... Sure.
I do love sports animes, though.
you'll probably love that one. It did make
I'm not into
anime.
ice skating though.
Well, I thought you were gonna say I'm not into guys.
Well, that is.
So we know he's into one thing at least.
But I mean, it.
But my drink.
You fucking chewing ice, motherfucker.
But I mean, I've heard it's a good show for all its reasons, and I mean, it helped. I mean, for some people, bring obviously some of the yaoi stuff into the mainstream, right?
I almost think it helped the sports anime stuff too. Weirdly,
did it?
Because
It was the more mainstream.
I think that one made it mainstream.
Yeah.
Huh.
Like I know you had Haikyuu and
But that one was
no basketball.
Yeah, but UNS was more. I felt it was more mainstream than Haikyuu at that moment.
It also might have brought more. I think it brought in two crowds, more girls.
Yeah.
And I think it brought in more sports. Not lovers, more athletes. Maybe just athletes, because I knew at the time a lot of ice skaters were watching it.
Yeah,
because they're like, oh, this is an anime about me. I guess you'd say.
I feel like that happens a lot of the times when you have like a sports anime that gains some form of hype.
Yeah.
Right. Because I mean,
because I wonder like Haikyuu.
Haikyuu's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
You know, there's like volleyball players and stuff.
I love going on YouTube and it's like, oh, Olympic volleyball player reacts to Haikyuu.
Yeah.
Or volleyball player reacts to Haikyuu. I'm like, oh my god, there's so fucking many of these fucking videos. There's so many
of those just in general. Like the one I get on my feed constantly is for Cells at Work. It'll be like doctor
reacts to
Cells at Work.
What's that famous doctor?
Which one?
The young one?
Oh, the Indian one?
No, he's white. Oh, well, he's like Russian, I guess, or something like that.
Shoot. I know who you're talking about, but
I forgot his name. He's very famous.
Yeah.
But that's
Dr. Phil?
Yes.
Yes, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I like him reacting to Cells at Work.
Yeah. I said it's interesting, but it's also like, do I need to watch this?
Is Cells at Work a romance anime?
No.
Yes. Come on, red blood cell and white blood cell are definitely big. How are platelets made?
So dumb.
He has a point here.
Dude, I saw the dumbest meme about it too. So it was red blood cell and white blood cell. And I think the white blood cell was saying, let's make a pink blood cell. And then it was a picture of the platelet, and she's like, what does that mean?
Oh my god.
Like, why?
Is there a dojin?
Yes.
Of course there is. There's dojins of everything.
No, I don't know, but there's everything.
But I'm pretty sure there is.
I don't want to find out.
You don't want to know, like, all the cells in your body are just banging?
Yeah.
I mean, it's normal, right?
I thought they just split.
Dude.
You know?
Well, they bang themselves, though.
Oh, okay.
What do you think masturbation is? Every time you masturbate, there's another you in a different universe.
Wait. Oh, shit. Every time you do it, you create an alternative timeline.
Yep.
Bro.
So you remember that Rick and Morty scene? Where he kills himself every time he reverses time?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's you, but every time you masturbate.
Dude, you're going to write that story and it's going to shit on it. I'm like, nah, that's been done already.
I mean, he already did. He talked about Rick and Morty. He already did something similar.
See,
no.
Just shit on
but Rick and Morty didn't masturbate and then create a timeline.
That's true.
Yeah, because you don't want to put that on primetime TV, even though a lot of the stuff they did.
He banged the dragon.
Nah, dude, they soul bonded.
They soul bonded. That's completely different. But anyway, what's your favorite romance anime? He's gonna say Plastic Memories.
No, fuck that. No, thank you. No, thank you. Hold up, I'd have to think about that one for a second.
Chobits. I love my robotic girl.
Her the anime.
Oh! I never watched her. I can't. I'm like, if I watch it, that's me. I bet you.
It's such a good movie, though.
What?
Such a good movie.
It's a great movie.
But do you want to watch a movie about yourself?
No.
You did.
I don't fall in love with my computer, man.
You masturbate to it, don't you?
Oh my god. She does whisper sweet things to me.
I hear you yell to it. Hey Siri, tell me a joke. And she's like, your penis.
Oh my god.
Like,
Okay, while he thinks of his show, what's your
I
favorite
don't think about
one?
it.
Well, mine's Toradora.
I knew it. Why Toradora though?
I don't know. I guess it was because it was like one of the first, and I do like the bond between them, and it was not like I don't know. It wasn't like forced. It wasn't. You're also not fighting against like 16 girls
Yeah.
for the one spot. I feel like most
It wasn't
romances are harems. Is it my top?
No.
Well, that one was that was the blue hair chick.
Yeah, there was the blue hair and the red hair chick.
Dude, the blue hair chick was best girl for me.
Chick.
The she was like an idol, right?
She's like best friends
Or
with
like
that
a
guy,
model,
right?
yeah.
The red hair chick is the one that played baseball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
one
yeah,
the
yeah.
one he
He
liked.
Yeah.
Oh, the blue hair chick.
But I like that blue hair
Oh,
chick.
okay.
That
The one.
I think
She's the hot girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was like mean to them or whatever. But
Yeah.
then they became friends or something like that.
Kinda. I don't.
Kinda.
She came in a little after, didn't she?
Yeah.
No, so she came in like episode 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And then she disappeared, and then she'd come back in, and then she'd disappear, and you're like, what is she?
And then they have that Christmas episode.
Yeah.
She was best girl for me.
Nah.
Also, I really did like the red hair chick.
I did like the red hair chick.
chick
Yeah.
was
I did
great.
feel bad because I felt like that scene at least where they kind of both loved, but they pushed one way or the other on it.
I did like Toradora, but I didn't like how she was a tsundere.
I love Sundays.
No.
Top two.
No,
It's
man.
not my-
And
it's
then
not my
that fucking
fave.
end of that show, though,
But
how they just like, nah, it's not gonna happen. Or
But then it
whatever.
kind
does
of does.
But then it kind of does at the end. But I was really pissed when
Well-
they're like, no, we're just gonna, nah.
the only reason why she left was she can finally be with her family.
Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit about family?
Yeah.
Fuck family. But yeah, because she was trying to get back into relationships with them because the father was an ass.
It's always a dad.
It is.
Yeah.
We'll understand in the future with you.
Damn.
It's about family, asshole.
Timestamp this thing.
I would say be between that and I did like Suzuka at the time.
Okay.
And then that was also like 2 girls that were fighting for one guy, I guess.
Do you have a top 3?
I'd have to go through. Give me a second. I'll go through my
Okay.
now again.
My 2, number 1 is Lovely Complex.
Okay.
Okay.
And number 2
Number
is Yamada-kun the 7 Witches.
That one's great.
I fucking love that
I do
shit.
like that one, but that one is like the harem-y,
It's a
but
little
it's
harem-y.
not.
But he ends up with best girl.
Yeah. Well, who knows after that, right? Because I mean,
I mean, I didn't read the manga,
Yeah.
but
Do the Dig
But
Nasty
the show-
shows count?
the
of course, the
shows count.
Mine, I guess, would be Bible Black. Give me a second. I gotta
Oh my god. It's not Kiss 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 or whatever it's called.
go. Kiss this.
Yeah.
Kisses. Kanojo, dude.
Well, that one's not
This is a
top
head
tier.
tie.
Yes.
Oh, Maid Sama. That was my
Maid-sama's
easy.
one
Wow.
that I do like
Easy
a lot.
one.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
that might be second.
I haven't finished that one, but it's pretty good.
I
I
like
like
that one.
Maid-sama quite a bit.
It does end very wholesome.
It is extremely wholesome.
Yeah, let's say if you want that. Ooh, Forehead Sean's pretty good. I don't know if you want to consider that romance. It's more.
I mean,
It kind of
it's a
is.
slight, kind of like a slice of life.
It's the I guess they're
I do like Tamako Love Story a lot. It's a great movie.
The fucking movie?
Uh huh.
Not the show?
Well, I like the show as well. I mean, like the whole.
Does she end up with the one guy? No.
Watch the movie.
Okay.
watch the freaking movie.
Spice and Wolf.
Spice and Wolf is a good
Okay.
favorite of mine.
I respect that.
But is Spice and Wolf a romance or more of a I learned how to use my money anime?
It's both.
It's both.
Is both.
So it's I learned how to use my anime and hot fox girl waifu.
Uh huh.
Yes.
I can dig with that.
Both. It's the beauty of Spice and Wolf.
It's everything in one show. And I love
Uh-huh.
it.
Oh yeah, what is his name? The one where it's on Prime, where they're office workers.
Oh, that one is good too.
That
one is
Something workers.
one.
Well, that's the English,
Not a great.
the English name or whatever.
That one's good too. I know which one you're referring to. I just don't
It's
remember.
that, and if you want to read that,
Wataku ni koi wa muzokashi.
There's 2 seasons, right?
I
Motaku.
don't remember.
I think so. I
The-
think I've
the-
only watched
the app is broken. I don't feel like trying to find it.
I only saw half of the first one.
I'm trying to
That
remember what
show-
other romances.
Okay, so mine is like Lovely Complex,
Uh,
and then Yamada-kun, and then Kimi no Todoke.
Kimi no Todoke is very good too.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Say I Love You.
That was another good one.
Oh, I
from that
forgot
time.
about that one. Yeah.
I think it's Blue Ride or something like that.
Blue Spring Red.
Yeah.
Is it?
Uh huh.
It's like Ao Haru or something like that.
Uh huh. Blue Spring Red. I think is what it's called.
that one.
Yeah, that one's one I do like a lot as well.
I know another one they would probably put in there. Love is War.
Yeah, Love's War is great.
I love that show, but it's not in my top.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It's because she's Cinder.
But she's best on
I'm trying to think of older ones. Special A's, a romance that I like a lot.
Golden Time.
Golden Time is another romance.
Golden
that I do
Time was
like
fucking Toradora, just
quite a bit.
fucking older. Yeah, it's supposed to be one of the better ones.
Golden Time's great.
Mm-hmm.
I do like Golden Time quite a bit.
Hey, the
I think
Hobbits.
I like Golden Time because it's college kids.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Kokoro Connect.
Is that a
That's totally a romance,
Okay,
dude.
sure.
There's like triangles there.
I don't know. That's exactly what that is.
Totally romance.
What was the studying one? Do you remember the high school one? Where she really liked the one guy, but she wanted to pass her test so she wouldn't date anyone. And then he kept coming over, and she kept like, damn it.
Oh, it's like Ao-chan can't study or some shit like that.
Did you watch that one?
And her
Garbage.
It's pretty
her
good.
dad is like an aerogay writer or
Yeah,
something
that's
like
what
that.
it was. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. So she doesn't want to deal with anything about boys or sex, but she likes this one guy, and then he says he likes her, and she's like, I don't want to do it right now because I gotta study and pass my test, so I don't
She thinks lewd things.
Yeah, because I don't be like my dad, but she constantly thinks of lewd things.
Sounds kind of funny.
It's
Have you
hilarious.
seen
It's
that
a
one?
comedy.
That's like, I want to sleep with 100 boys before I graduate.
Yes,
or
I saw
whatever.
it. It's
It's like BH
Yeah.
something.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, where the only boy she wants to sleep with is the virgin in the class.
Yeah.
But then she falls in love with him, basically.
Yeah.
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 It's shitty, but you're like, damn, good for you, dude.
There's a.
But it was pretty shitty.
I'm trying to remember. There's a romantic comedy that I liked a lot that came out. It was like.
Snafu.
I mean, Snafu's
Yeah,
good.
Snafu,
Snafu's
yeah.
good too.
Back in the test.
Oof. Season 1.
Season 2. I didn't finish
season one.
2.
Season 2 is
I didn't finish season 2.
it's meh.
Because my favorite girl was the girl that he didn't like. The red-haired chick. Not the pink one, the
Like
red-haired.
the brownish.
Or is it brownish hair?
auburn. Yeah.
That one that has a twin?
Did she have a twin?
Or is that dude that has a twin is a girl?
Well, there's
No,
that
no.
one.
No,
That
no.
one's
You have
best.
the trap.
No.
You have the trap.
I love
Yeah,
it.
the trap.
But then you had the other girl, who was
The skinny one.
yeah,
Shit.
Because
small
obviously you had big
breasted
boobs.
yeah, big boobs
Yeah,
girl
skinny.
and small breast girl.
Big Book was the pink hair one.
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't like that one.
No, but then the other girl.
Okay.
I like
Yeah.
the other girl.
I
Oh, you know what's another romance that I like a lot? The World God Only Knows.
the
I
best
haven't seen that
harem.
yet.
Yeah.
That's best harem ever.
It's so good.
Hands down.
It's so
You're
good.
telling me it's better than was it Rose of the
Yes.
Vampire
Yes.
or whatever?
Yes.
Fuck that shit.
Dude, you had like the ice chick and the
Fuck that shit.
vampire chick.
Oh my god.
That's all I remember.
But I think as far as like an actual harem show, I the World God Only Knows is probably fair. And the openings, the openings are so good. It's just so good. I think the only thing that threw me off is like the seasons jump manga chapters. Because I remember watching the first 2 seasons, being, this makes sense. And then I started the 3rd season, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, I'm missing some. There's 3 more girls that who knows where they came from. There's this whole new plot point. But then season 3 is just like, it's great. I like it.
You're not
quite
gonna
a
put
bit.
that Monogatari series there?
I mean,
Is that a romance though? I haven't watched it though. Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I mean, he loves the Monogatari.
kind
series.
of.
Yeah, but do they count? Is the question.
I mean, it's there. I mean, there's certain episodes where I would say, sure, those episodes they're wholesome, they're great. But I mean, but I don't know if
But then
that's not the point.
I guess would you count like the what was the bathhouse one? Where she haunted a bathhouse and she kept
Oh,
falling.
that harem one.
Yeah,
that
the
ecchi
shitty-
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you consider like something like that a romance show then?
Does he end up with someone?
No,
I don't
because it's a
think it
harem
is,
show,
yeah.
and the manga's still going.
Oh
Is the manga
fuck.
still going too? Oof.
I think so.
Is he interested in someone?
I don't know.
I don't know.
See,
everyone
I
wants
think-
to bang it.
I think
and
it
for different
also.
reasons.
I think it also depends. I mean, focus is a thing that depends, right? Like, what does the show focus on? So you asked, like Monogatari, for instance. I don't feel like that's like the focus or main theme of the show. It is just something that happens with these characters as they're going through all these things.
Yeah.
Right. So I wouldn't really call it a romance show. I mean, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what it is.
What
anyway.
about Pet Girl Sakura So?
That is a romance.
Fuck yeah.
Wait, which one?
This is a slice of life.
It's slice of life / romance.
You never seen that show?
I don't know by the name. I can't remember.
Bruh. So it's about this group of people, and they live in this dorm. And one girl is really good at drawing,
Okay.
and she's very introverted. And this dude is a fucking loser that doesn't know what he wants to do with his life.
And he's good at drawing too.
No.
Oh.
I think he's good at what, editing or something like that. I don't know. I don't remember.
It didn't matter. I'm
It
guessing.
mattered.
Okay.
Yeah. But she falls in love with him,
Mm.
and he's just being a little bitch the whole show. But this other side romance with the other two characters, like when I
Oh,
get married, oof.
Thinking it's like asking, right? Is Bakuman a romance?
Mm.
That's best romance, dude.
Oh,
what are you talking about? Are you seeing that? Dude, that first episode says that romance.
Yeah.
Okay, is Pokemon romance?
Fuck
on the
no.
side?
Fuck that shit.
What are you talking about? He's trying to bang Misty the whole time. Or Brock was trying to bang everyone.
He almost did it.
What? Everyone?
No,
Yeah, he was
no.
always this close.
No, but like there was this one time that he got to live with this other trainer, and then he fucked it up and he left.
I don't remember.
I think that was
man.
after the second season.
Oh.
That's why he wasn't there, and there was a
Oh, and then he
photographer
comes
dude.
back.
And he comes back,
Yeah.
yeah, because he was in the other island with that other trainer or whatever.
Yeah.
All I know, Pokemon has best character in it.
Who?
Forrest. He's Brock's brother.
I hate you.
I hate you so much.
What? You're telling me he's not best character? See how
But I was just remembering Bakuman right now because that was like, oh,
That's
no,
a good-
that
that's
was
a good romance.
that was good. That one's great.
That was wholesome.
Truly, and it's hype because it was in Shonen Jump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has like that Shonen Jump kind of arc feel, but it's not a fighting anime.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
about making manga.
Yeah.
It's
But
just
he makes manga because he wants to get married to this girl.
yeah.
Like,
No, he just uses that as an excuse because that's how he tells the chick that he likes her.
Yes. And does he do it?
Yes.
No.
Watch the show.
I guess the question is, where does romance begin? Like,
And where does every other genre end?
Because then you have like Senko-san, which is that's the girl one, right? Or where she's the fox girl.
Yeah, that's the Fox Girl.
Where she's taking care
Yeah.
of the dude.
Yeah.
It's almost
It's
rom-
like, well, yeah,
but
it's
slice
supposed to
of
be a slice of
life.
life.
Kind of.
Yeah.
It's a weird ass slice of life.
But I mean, that's kind of what it's supposed to be, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
it's-
the manga does go farther into
Yeah.
about it. I know I read a little bit past it.
Yeah.
Haven't gone too
Well,
far.
then, I mean, you start it. Obviously, you have other genres. They'll have romance subplots, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
I mean, you can think of. There's plenty of fantasy ones that do the same thing. Anything, isekai, sci-fi.
Oh, yeah.
And you'll have all these different genres that'll have romance subplots in it,
Yeah.
but that doesn't necessarily make it
A romance.
a romance show, right? So here comes the question: is Bakuman a romance or is it a shonen?
Yes.
The answer
What is it? What is it? What is it primarily? Right. Then again, a lot of shonens have that romance undertone as well
Yeah. Well, you can think of it just as,
over the
like,
course of longevity.
My Hero.
That's not a romance, dude.
But it has a romantic plot. Is what
Where?
With
Where?
fucking,
Where?
with Deku and
Uraka, but
That
that's
is
only
like, no,
mentioned.
dude,
There's
yeah,
only
there.
there's little
This is
things
what we're
mentioned.
saying.
That's just a crush.
I know, but we're saying that in general.
It's like
Where
saying
is it-
Naruto and Hinata were a whole romance the whole show.
No.
No.
Which that was a lie.
But that's what we're telling you. Is where does it begin? Is it because someone fell in love, or is it because the show is about it? Where does it end? Where
I
does it
feel
begin?
like if it's like surrounded that relationship.
Yeah.
Because
So it's
Yeah.
Bakuman a romance.
Yeah.
So it's not a whatever you call
because
it.
she's not there the whole time, right? The focus is on the two main characters, right?
Yeah, but that's,
and them
that's,
going
that's
through.
his whole reason that he wants to do that.
Yes, but that's not what the show's about.
But it is.
No.
Okay, so you're telling me when they're making the manga it didn't matter, and the whole part was them trying to bang?
Yeah, because he wanted to get to make an anime so he can get with his girl.
Okay,
That's all he wanted.
Just extra steps, dude.
Just extra steps.
that's fine. If that's what you think where romance begins, that's fine. Then. That's what I'm saying. Where does it begin? Where does it end?
I'm just kidding.
If that's where it begins, and no anime is romance.
No, there's a couple.
But yeah. I don't
Domestic
know.
girlfriend.
Oof.
Well, what
Dude,
is it?
I was
What you
I
got
was
it.
watching Trash Taste, and they were like, "Yeah, Domestic Girlfriend's such a good show." Fuck you, Garn.
What was the one
Show's
where
garbage.
they were banging each other?
Whoa, Skunk's Wish.
Scum's
I don't even
Wish.
have to
Hell
go any
yeah.
farther. Scum's Wish. Is that a romance anime?
Kinda.
Fuck yeah. No. That shit was sad.
That's what I'm like. Because there is the tone where the main part is I'm trying to get to the, end goal, I guess.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that wasn't happening.
No, that shit was complicated.
It's a drama.
It wanted to be
was
dank nasty, but
It was.
Well, I feel like to a certain degree it is refreshing because it's something you don't see
yeah,
in anime form, right?
I liked it.
I guess.
Well, it's just different. But it's just a bunch of garbage. It's like
Bunch of garbage.
it's a bunch of garbage people, right?
Oh, okay.
Going through all this
What's
different
called
stuff.
Scum's Wish.
I know it is. I know. But I'm just saying that there's that one thing, and there's people that don't like the characters and stuff like that. And it's whatever. It's understandable.
Yeah.
Right? It's understandable.
Of course, that's
Because
the point of the
That's
show.
the point of the show. But it is interesting to see that it's like you take something, for instance, like what's that HBO show?
Game of Thrones.
Shameless.
Oh.
It's the same thing.
No.
It's
That's
a
not
bunch.
an HBO.
It's not.
That's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. I thought it was on HBO.
Yeah, maybe it was.
I think that aired on HBO.
Oh, probably. It has that dude from Dragon Ball Evolution.
It does.
It does.
Oh.
So it makes it a better.
I thought his career was over. After
I just
that.
remember has the one guy from Jurassic Park 3.
No.
So does
the
the
dad
show help
character.
out the movie or hinder the show?
No, but I mean the show. It's the same thing. It's like very similarly. It's garbage people doing shameless
Yeah.
things. So it's like it feels in that same light that kind of what Scum's Wish covers.
Yeah.
But it's that same type of show, and it's something you just don't see
No.
explored because in most romances they follow very, very similar outlines / programs. The only thing is different events happen in different places, but it's very similar trajectories
You know what
over the
show
course of a romance.
gave me weird feelings? It awoken something in me. Was Mysterious Girlfriend X.
I haven't seen that one.
You haven't
yet.
seen
no,
that
that was like old and it was on my radar. Where's the one that's coming out next season? I want to talk about.
Next season.
Oh
Yeah.
boy!
You haven't
guys
even
keep
seen a
talking about
romance anime this season.
No, but I know. But no, I want to bring it up because it's one of those weird ones. Here it is. It's fuck man, Koi to.
It's translated.
Let's see if it has it in English.
It looks.
Koite yubani wa kimochi warui.
Sure.
So,
So you have,
Kimochi warui.
I understand that part.
so you have an older man that falls in love with a scroll girl.
Isn't that the when the rain falls?
I know there's another one like it, but I just knew this one was coming out next season, and I kind of laughed at it. I'm like,
You
I'll probably end up
know what's
watching.
funny? I saw a light novel that was the opposite of that.
But an older girl.
Yeah, it was like a 27-year-old chick
Well,
and
there
a high
was a-
school kid.
Well, let's see.
Wow.
I didn't read it. I just saw it there. I was just like,
You
what?
didn't read it.
I did it.
Bullshit.
No, I did it. There was only one volume.
He bought it.
No, I did because I looked at the synopsis and I was like,
Where the fuck did you find? Did you just go online and like, what am I gonna read next?
yeah,
Yeah.
and new stuff pops up, and that was something new that popped up
Damn.
because I mean, it's nice to break away from like the isekai
Yeah.
and to look for other genres in light novels
Like
because
there's
they
other
do exist.
I didn't know that.
This is what happened. This is also an isekai. It's like a same age girl from Reincarnated in an older body. So they're the same age mentally.
But no, that's not the case. No, that's legitimately what it is. Because there is some like romance ones in there as well. There's actually that's another romance show that just came into my head right now. There's a show this season. It's called Bottom Tier Character Tomozaki.
Oh, yeah.
That's another one as well.
I do want to watch the show where like the dude gets married. The one girl. Looks
Oh,
awesome.
Oh yeah, that
yeah,
was
that
wholesome.
does look
That was
wholesome.
super wholesome as well.
I think the last wholesome I can remember was she didn't really speak, so she wrote in like poems.
Oh, that sounds
Oh.
lame. Just kidding.
It's all romance is lame stuff. You want wholesome, don't you?
She can't talk though.
I don't remember if she couldn't talk.
She writes poems.
Yeah, this is the
A silent voice.
silent voice is fucked up.
Senryu Sojo.
Do you remember that one?
Let me see.
I didn't watch it.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't watch it.
No, I didn't want that
Yes,
shit.
That was like a couple seasons ago, I think. I remember seeing it up.
Fucking like a year ago, probably.
Oh, maybe. I have no idea
Did you
anymore.
watch it
Yeah,
all the way?
yeah. I remember liking it, but
To wholesome?
Yeah,
Did you
real
recommend?
wholesome. Well, I'd recommend, yes.
Fan service?
It's
No,
not,
it's
not
more
that
just
type of wholesome,
wholesome,
probably.
Damn.
Well,
Because she doesn't really speak, and so she writes everything down. So he's like a delinquent,
Okay.
and I think they go to the same club, and then he kind of starts talking to her, and she writes, and he starts to do the writing with her, and she falls in love with him, and then they kind of get together.
Wow.
It's pretty wholesome. It's just a wholesome show.
the fucking
It's a wow.
Owen Wilson, wow.
12 episodes.
You know the romances I didn't like?
What?
July and April? Didn't like
I haven't
that.
seen that one.
Yeah.
Classic Memories?
I haven't
No.
seen
Didn't like that.
No.
Is Charlotte a romance?
If you say you don't like that, there goes one of our viewers.
Kinda.
Fuck that show. Didn't like that one either.
I didn't like that one either.
What's another one? I think that's it. Of like
I don't think
the main.
I don't watch
mainstream
many.
ones.
I don't like romance wise. I guess the Rose the Vampire or whatever.
Yeah.
Watch that.
I did. I watched both seasons of
Oof.
it or whatever, like 36 episodes.
But that's just like a
Yeah.
harem show.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
but
It's like
I don't know. It's
Twilight.
harem romance too. Yeah, but for that show, I was like,
It's
no.
like asking if Testament of Sister New Devil is a romance show.
Of course.
It is.
Hands down.
Prove me it's not.
What's another dang nasty show like that? The hero doesn't say H or play H or whatever the fuck that is.
Oof.
That's another one too. I just remember starting that show, and when like there's good chunks of the episode that are just like censored, and I'm just kind of like,
Can I change my number one? So I'm looking at my anime list.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Sword Art Online.
Oh no!
Why you like this?
Why?
Because why not? You know, it's best girl.
His cousin?
I was gonna. That's worse. I was gonna go with the girl with
Sweet home.
the girl with the dagger, the little girl.
Oh, I thought like the one that died
With
in
the
like
dragon?
episode 3.
No, but, like, that was depressing. There are some sad parts in that, but no. Fuck that shit.
The girl that died from like cancer.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Dude, that's fucked. Yuri or whatever her name was. The purple haired girl. I know who you're talking about.
Yes.
Damn.
The president, the student president. No, is it?
Which one?
Oh, my wife is a student council president.
That one.
The Dang Nasty
the
show.
Dang Nasty show.
Yep. I did like that one.
Top tier.
That one was great.
I think that one was good for
That's wholesome and lewd.
different reasons.
What about the one where the dude just makes her drinks and she gets drunk?
Oh,
That's a good show. I didn't watch it too, but I've
Love is by Cocktail or something. Love is like a cocktail.
Wholesome.
Very wholesome.
Romance?
But it's only 3-minute episodes,
That's all you
yeah, the
need.
tiny.
so you can finish in 13. But they teach you how to make a drink,
Okay.
and then she loves drinks. And so she's like you. So you take. She gets home. She's all like sad or uptight or something. Then he's like a bartender, so he makes her a drink. She drinks a drink. She takes her hair down. She's super happy,
Wow.
and then she hugs him like constantly.
That sounds amazing. Wholesome.
It's wholesome.
I need to watch it.
Wholesome.
You can watch all episodes in like 2 hours, if that.
If
Not
that,
even.
not even.
But you
It's
need-
what 12
Well,
episodes.
sometimes you kind of need a break, though. You gotta be like, it's getting hot in here.
Too much wholesome.
It's like, let me watch something depressing. Okay, we can go
Oh
back.
I'm gonna go through Ray Zero. Let's go.
Just to
Come back and go
counteract
through
all of it. Oh, fuck.
This new season doesn't have a lot of romance.
That's 2.
We have the one main one.
Yeah,
at
what do you
least.
mean?
No, I'm saying just RE0 season 2.
Oh, just that.
No, because you're going on the train to dark places.
Yeah. I mean, he did confess his love
True,
for Emilia.
true.
And she's like, oh, okay. I accept it. Blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna go to this trial. Blah, 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 blah.
Uh-huh.
Kind of cringe, bro.
I mean, Super is a cringy character.
He is cringy. Let me write that I love you in these walls before
Uh-huh.
your trial.
Uh-huh.
Kind of cringe, bro.
He's a super cringy character. It's the point. He's this cringe character.
People say people don't like cringe because they think it's themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
they're just telling
Sudden
you,
realization.
have you done that?
No. Oh,
Like,
God.
just that one time.
It's like Super's always been that cringy character.
Yeah.
It's like he has issues.
I'll never forget how he rejected Ram.
Yeah.
Who are you? Ram? Ram?
The Ram, best girl.
True.
She got that pink hair.
Best made.
Yeah. Imagine pink up there, pink down there.
What?
Don't think about it.
It's always the question with like fantasy anime, right? When everyone has the different colored hair. It's like, Did
Well,
the carpets match the right?
Now the question is that their natural hair color, or does everyone get hair dyes? And is that like big business in anime?
When
like
you're
backgrounds?
born, they dip your head
In pain?
Nah, dude, someone's born and they have pink hair. We found a protagonist. There's a protagonist
Get
here.
the camera, guys. Get the camera. No, I picture it more as like they have to go to the barber like every day to dye their hair. So it's like all you see is the episode, and that's what their life is. And what happens at night is them dyeing their hair
No.
to keep it pink or green. Be dumb like that.
You ever watch Tsukiraki Day?
Which one?
It's like they're in like middle school, right?
I think they're in middle school. Or is it high school? Early,
I think
like first year?
Yeah.
think
And
so.
he's not nerdy, but he's like into books.
I think. I
And,
don't
like,
remember anymore.
He's like in this drum club or whatever.
I don't think so.
And it's just like cringy, middle school relationship.
Yeah.
And like seeing them go through it, it's pretty wholesome, pretty cringy at the same time. Recommend.
Tsukigaki Day is really good.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
That was really good.
It looks amazing too.
I remember when we all watched it.
Yeah.
It was one of the reasons why we all got lined too, because of all the little stickers that they
Oh,
had
dude.
in
Yes.
that show.
Oh, really?
Huh. Yeah, that was one of the reasons.
Oh, another romance I didn't like was Orange.
No, I haven't seen Orange yet.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one.
Citrus romance.
Oof.
I mean, Yuri technically. Well,
Yeah, but
Yuri,
is it
Yuri? My man. Have you seen that one?
Sakura Trick.
Ooh. Okay, I see
It's
you.
another one too.
I was gonna. I know you haven't seen it. I know we haven't finished it. High Score Girl is really good.
Yeah, that was also really good.
Is that a romance?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought it was just about racing.
No.
It's about like video
It's
games.
the one on Netflix where the animation does look.
It's kind of
but-
CGE.
You kind
But
of push
does it look
past it.
worse than the Spider Show?
No.
Does it look worse than X Arm or
No.
whatever?
Yes. X-Arm is the best animation I've never seen and will never
The
see.
Spider Show hurts me. It hurts me on a fundamental level.
So you were telling me is we can watch EX with you. EX Arms.
Why?
Because
Because it looks amazing.
tell me a show that looks better than that.
The Spider Show.
The Spider Show.
I
Yeah.
love the story of the Spider Show so far, but it's so hard to look at.
It hurts me because I mean, as a series I've been reading, it's so good. Like the series is so good,
What was I watching?
but the show hurts me so bad that that's how it is.
Oh, Beastars is like that for me. Where Beastars is a good show. Like the fundamentals of the show are really
Yeah.
good.
Is that romance?
Yes. Well,
Sure.
no, it is.
No.
It has to be because it's surrounding the main characters as the romantic plot.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of want to read the manga because it's done. The manga's
Is
done.
it?
It's So I do kind of want
It's
to go
good,
through it.
but as I said, you just
That's
you
how
saw the scene.
that's how I get around the animation.
I totally forgot about that scene. Now I remember it in my head.
You're welcome.
and
You want me to play it in the background?
I don't want to.
You can just play it on loop,
No, I'm good.
like the whole scene where he's taking it off.
No, I don't want to see that.
But
I do kind of want to read it though
It's
because
good.
I've heard it's a really good manga. So
I said the writing's good, and I do like the plot. And so you just have to get around the animation. It's not the worst CG I've seen. It's very covered, which is pretty
It's
decent.
very covered.
Like there's a lot of stuff going on, so you don't notice it too much. But the animal thing is the weird part. But it does push the plot interestingly because of it's basically racism, but with animals.
So it's Zootopia.
Yes, exactly.
Anime Zootopia.
But like anime
Bunny titties.
mature
Yeah,
Zootopia.
So it's like the hentai version of Zootopia.
No, not that far.
I don't know, man. I saw that scene. That was a lot.
Yeah, I saw that scene too. Every time we click on the hentai thing, it pops up.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I said I like the show, but It's hard to watch.
CG makes things so difficult.
Wake up, man. I know you want to watch Beastars right now. I'll
Sure.
wake you up. Okay, here we go. But yeah, CG is difficult.
What's
to say the least?
What's the difference between Valentine's Day and the white gift or whatever?
So
day?
Who gives who what.
yeah.
But why is that other day important?
I don't know.
Or like how did that come to be?
I ain't Japanese.
So Valentine's Day is the girl gives to the guy,
Yeah.
and then White Day is the guy gives to the girl.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But why is it that way? That's what he's asking. That's what I
Why
said. I
can't
don't
they
know.
just exchange gifts on the same day?
I don't know.
Well, I think it's
It's
more.
make it complicated.
I think it's more so there's a time period in between. So it's like I like you. Will
Yeah.
you go out with me? But you don't have to tell me this exact second.
I like this is my forced chocolate gift to you or whatever.
Well, there's that
Obligatory
too.
chocolate.
Obligatory, yeah.
Obligatory
I like that.
chocolate.
That makes me feel sad, dude.
Oh wait, I'm waiting for mine. So. But yeah,
But,
then you give
I mean, it's just
coworkers.
different. I mean, I don't know. It's just a cultural thing, right?
But then why do
It's
we
like,
do it? Why
it's
is
like-
only guys here? Like girls don't give us anything normally. It's
Yeah,
normally
why
the
don't
other
I
way
get
around.
flowers?
I mean, it's just. I mean, different in places. Like for instance, I mean, for Christmas we don't have a Boxing Day,
What?
right?
Yeah.
Where gifts are given. See,
Oh.
see exactly. Or if you have,
Canada.
we'll take Mexico for instance, right? We don't have a Dia de Reyes here.
Do we not? Oh, no, I'm gonna say it. Never mind. Yes.
What were you
But,
gonna say
but,
there,
but like I
Bob?
said, we don't have that.
No.
We don't have the whatever the what day is it? Like February the 8th or whatever the thing is.
It reminds me of like when you get the bread thingy, you
Yeah,
get
the
the
rosca.
baby,
Yeah.
but then you don't
Oh.
eat the tamales until whatever month later.
Yeah, it's February
That's
the
the white day.
yeah.
Oh,
But well, technically, even just the 6th of January is like the white day because technically you're not supposed to get the gifts until that day
Uh-huh.
because Christmas is not the day you get the gifts. You get it on the 6th of
Dude,
January.
imagine waiting another 2 weeks to get pressed.
Because that's the point, right? Christmas is supposed to be like, whatever, Christmas.
Yeah.
And then Dia de Reyes is like, well, supposedly the wise men gave the gifts to Jesus, so you get the gifts that day. And then you eat the rosca, and whoever gets the baby, then there's the other Catholic holiday where everyone eats tamales.
Okay, so whoever doesn't know what this is, Hispanic people celebrate the wise man, January something,
6th.
6th. And then you put your shoes at the window, and then you hope they drop a gift in your shoes.
what?
Yep.
Yep.
And
I've
then,
been sitting here and you guys are just like, boom, boom, like what's going on?
and
But-
then you eat bread, and
It's good bread.
if your slice gets a fucking baby in it, then you're supposed to make
I do have
Tamales.
a funny,
tamales.
I do have a funny story about this.
Oh,
You got a baby?
No, oh yeah, I had a baby. I found it in this woman. It was crazy. I had to make
Found
tamales.
it in this woman.
I had to make tamales. Crazy.
Okay.
No. So we have a company van that we go work with, and one of our coworkers, their kids were cleaning it out, and they found a little Jesus baby. And they're like, they're like, what is this? So he brought it in. He asked me. I'm looking at it. I'm like, isn't that Jesus? He's like, I think so. I asked him. He's like, oh, you found one of those. He's like, yeah, whoever finds one of those has to make tamales. And I'm like, dude, the kids has to make you tamales.
But it's another like Catholic holiday. I can't remember what day in February it is. It's like Dia del Candelaria or something. It's some day like that.
Gotcha.
Do you even know
And
what
then you-
Valentine's is for?
No
Like the
idea.
actual day?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
You
No
don't
idea.
know?
You don't
I
know?
You don't know?
I don't.
What the?
Because
I know something you
I've
don't
never
know.
cared. Because I don't know what Saint.
Saint
Never
Valentine.
mind. I remember.
But you don't
I
know.
remember. I remember bits and pieces. I remember bits and pieces. I remember bits and pieces. It's funny because I do remember things that happen on Valentine's Day. Like I do remember the Saint Valentine's Day massacre
Oh, yeah.
that was done
Whoa.
by. Yeah, that was
Of
done.
course he knows that.
Yeah, exactly. That was done during the gang wars in Chicago, and it was between like the gangs of Al Capone and Bugs Moran, and yeah, I do know that. but the actual, because I don't remember what Saint Valentine, like what his
what he did.
Was his purpose?
Yeah, because in my head I was trying to convert the word patron saint because he's the patron saint of something.
Yeah.
So I was trying to like reverse that.
Valentine.
what is patronage? I don't know.
Well, I know from what I understood was, if I can find another time period, but people were being killed for, I think it might have been for race or for something. It was because of loving between races or maybe even gay.
Mm-hmm.
But people were being slaughtered, and he kept people inside the church and hid them away.
Oh, okay.
And then he saved...
What, like France or something?
Well, obviously, I
Italy
mean, if you think about it, all the saints come from Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But all I know is that I'm like, damn.
I guess that makes sense.
What was it? It was 3rd century, so Roman saint.
3rd century.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 400 in the 400s. No, in the 200s. Right?
I
Yeah,
think so.
in the 200s. That would be the 3rd century.
I just know that Monday there's candy at a discount.
Where?
At the convenience at the grocery store.
Well, I guess he got killed for it too. He was a martyrdom.
Yeah, well, I mean, most saints
Oh,
are
yeah.
martyrs.
But some of them,
In some way.
some of them do live.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But that's basically it. It's because he saved people's lives for people trying to
So
bang
he just
other
becomes
people.
a patron saint of love.
Sex.
One,
I mean love. Yeah.
Yeah.
one day I'll find out where the white day came from.
You could look it up. I mean, all-knowing Google will tell you.
I don't really want to look up White Day on my computer.
The FBI will be like,
Well, he's one of them supporters. Going back. There's some good movies too. Your Name.
Oh yeah, Your Name's great. For that.
Silent Voice is very painful to watch, but it is
it's also kind of
considered.
wholesome.
The manga does go past it.
Yeah.
And it does help a bit. And then
What else did I mention? Oh, I mentioned Tamako Love Story. That's another really good one.
I Want to Eat Your Pancreas is pretty good.
that's sad. Dude.
Even though
That's
the
another-
ending is fucking depressing, my dude.
Of course.
Why? I don't want to spoil it.
Oh, the bunny girl senpai show.
Well, I guess that is.
Yeah, it's technically is kind of like a romance.
Yeah, and it's a movie too.
Yeah, and it's a movie as well.
Me and Eddie were watching it, and we almost got tilted, dude.
We got tilted.
Yeah, I think
hard.
you were tilted.
A little bit.
And then it became wholesome.
Didn't become wholesome,
And
like
it was-
really wholesome. Like,
And
I'm
then,
okay.
Yeah, then we're good. Roller coaster, man.
It did.
No,
Roller coaster.
I guess Noragami is. The music in that
Is
show.
it?
Yeah.
Noragami?
Well,
Is it? I don't know. I never watched it. So
it's partially.
I can't-
I guess
It
it's
didn't look like a romance. I never seen it, so I
It's-
don't know.
It's your favorite type of anime mixed in with some type of
Is
romance.
Inuyasha a romance?
Yes.
Because we're gonna say yes in Noragami.
But Noragami isn't a
What?
shoujo.
All romances don't have to be shoujos.
Most shoujos are romance.
No.
You don't think
there's a
Noragami is
difference.
a shoujo?
I've never seen it, so I don't know. It just didn't look like
Here's
one.
the thing, right? I mean, I guess yes. Almost all shoujos are romance, but not all romances are shoujos. So,
Yes.
I mean, there's differences in art style and stuff like that.
School Rumble.
What?
School Rumble.
Okay, yeah.
School prison?
That way, who's best girl in School Rumble? So you have the blonde chick, you have the younger sister, the older sister.
Oh, I just remembered.
And I don't
another-
remember anybody else in that.
just
I
remembered-
don't know.
I just remembered another romance.
Who is best girl?
I like the blonde chick.
I just remembered Nisekoi. There was another one
Fuck that
Oh.
shit.
that came to mind as well.
At this point, I'm just kind of going through my list. I'm like,
Have you seen Nisekoi?
No.
You saw Raimo?
Raimo technically is a romance. I don't know what else you would put it. It's definitely not
just-
slice of life.
It's just incest.
Some say Winston.
Wins. Damn it! Fuck this show. So wait. So all incest is anime or love romance, right? So there's that one with the gun and the irregular at Magic High.
That's best incest, dude.
I mean, they're technically not related, but sure,
Winky face.
winky face.
I sounds like season 2.
Same. Forget Mahoko.
Yeah. Oh, Tokyo Ghoul.
Is that a romance?
No.
No.
My best girl.
What's your name again? Toka?
Toka
Yeah,
is
Toka.
best girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is
I
there
did
another
like
one?
No, there's only Toka.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I said. No, I meant best girl.
Oh, yeah,
She's
yeah.
best.
She is best girl. We're gonna have an incest episode.
Oh,
I don't know that many
yeah, I
shows.
found it.
Yeah, Bigata HK.
Yeah. Oof. Got bucket of test right next to it. Show bits, though.
Chobits.
I keep bringing it up. Oh, Dankashi Kashi? Dankashi.
The Kachikashi's not a romance.
But fuck that girl. I just want to say it now. Fuck that girl.
Purple hair chick?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I get you.
The blonde, I guess she's blonde?
No.
Orange haired? Whatever you want to call it. That's chick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sayaka or whatever her name
Yeah.
is.
Fuck
Sayako.
her.
Sayaka.
I don't know names.
I think is what her name was. Saya.
Never seen that show.
Don't.
Don't watch it.
You get one good chick and then everything else
You
is so hard
do
to watch.
learn a lot of random bullshit though.
Oh,
that's
about candy,
Yeah, because that's what
yeah.
the show's about.
It's a show about with romance, I guess.
But
That's about
Japanese
candy.
snacks. It's
Yeah.
about snacks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Isn't that...
Because I think Dakashi is snacks.
That's what, yeah.
Yeah.
What about Takagi-san?
He didn't mention that.
You did?
Yeah, forehead.
Forehead girl.
Five
Five
head.
head?
Yeah, 5-headed girl.
I do love that show. I know when I was watching it before,
Mm-hmm.
to me it was so fucking wholesome. I had to take breaks in between because it'd be like I'm like,
You're gonna get diabetes, dude?
yeah,
So
diabetes,
this is
of the heart. Yeah. I haven't watched season 2 yet, but I know it's on Netflix. But it's one of those shows like I need breaks in between, so I don't want to just fucking sit through it again.
Is Anohana romance?
No. It's a
Negima
drama.
romance.
Negima?
Negima.
Let me see.
Negima.
I don't think I've seen that one.
You've never seen Negima?
I don't think so.
Have you seen Negima?
No, I have not.
Oh man, that's like one of the first shows I watched with he's a kid that knows magic, if I believe. I watched it so long ago. But he teaches high school girls, and they all, fall in love with him and stuff.
Not an Infinite Stratus.
Infinite Stratus? Oh, I guess. Guilty Crown? Is that a romance?
I guess.
But there's also incest.
But it's like Evangelion incest though.
That's... Evangelion is like incest with his mom, though.
But it's a clone.
But it's still his mom.
But it's a clone. It's like Guilty Crown, but it's a clone.
But it's of his sister.
But it's a clone.
That's a call. I was like, what the fuck?
In my head, that's like a little better than the mom.
I know it's so weird.
But it's a clone.
But it's a clone. It's not the same person.
I'm gonna say
No,
a
I'm just
weird
kidding.
old one. I don't remember anything about it.
No, I'm
You
just
remember
kidding.
Peach Girl? Has anyone seen that
No,
one?
I've never seen
Peach Girl?
Yeah, Peach
that.
Girl.
Yeah, never seen
No.
that. I did watch one. I don't even fucking remember the name. If I were to bring up my anime list, which I can't access at the moment, but if I were, there is a show on there. I remember that did have incest in it, and that is the route that won. Because it had like different, your traditional romance is different
Look how old
routes.
this is. This is Peach Girl.
Oh,
Look how old.
Oh, wait.
It's like a
I've
gal
heard about
show.
it.
Yeah,
Yes,
I watched
yes.
it a long time ago.
Yes.
I have not seen this though.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it.
Is Kids on the Slope a romance?
Kinda?
From what I understand, I would say
I'd say no.
the main plot, no, but it has enough elements that it could be.
Dude, right here it says Elfen Lied is a romance.
It kind of is.
With the first episode?
The best episode.
The only episode, some would say.
The first 10 minutes. That's it. That's all you need to watch.
Darling in the Franxx?
I guess
Yeah,
it
Darling in the
is.
Franxx
It technically is, yeah.
Oh, the Chuni show? Ah, I forgot.
Oh, that is a romance.
I love Chuni.
That one's
I love
great.
The Chuni
Yeah.
show.
The Chuni show is great. That is one that I do like quite a bit. But, I don't know, we've seen a lot. There's a lot. Clannad.
Clannad, yeah.
Clannad technically
Dude, you
is.
remember
Oh.
Ari Life?
No,
Oh, yeah.
Never finished that.
You never
Yeah.
finished it?
No.
Oh, I remember that
dude.
one.
Is Angel Beats a romance?
It technically is.
Yes.
There's tons of elements of that whole they're being reincarnated and falling in love still.
Yeah. No, it is.
So-
I would say it is. It's just tilting, but
Very tough.
but I would say it is.
I don't know. I feel
Well, it's like
it's-
Clannad. Clannad is that way. It's
Yeah.
like, well, it's super wholesome until the very end, and it's just like, my soul hurts.
My soul.
I was looking through my anime list. I realized I don't watch harems. Like, there's not, like, I have, like, 5 maybe.
Oh, watched probably quite a bit.
I
Kiss
just don't-
Naive was a romance anime?
I never
Yeah,
finished
kind
it.
of.
It was? That shit
Yeah.
was garbage.
It doesn't mean it has to be good to be a
It
romance.
doesn't have to be good,
I
but
just
there's a
remember
romance.
that it was garbage. I don't remember any romance in it.
Yeah, dude. He liked the blue hair chick.
I guess.
There was like that love square.
Damn, dude, to love Rue?
Dude, it obviously is. It's has love in the name.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it's a harem show, right? So
If anything has a harem, I guess is technically.
it
but
technically is.
I just
Eden
don't
of
like-
the East?
Yeah,
kinda,
that is. I
No,
totally
no,
forgot
kinda
about
is,
that
yeah.
one.
I mean, obviously, all of these technically are other things.
Yeah.
With you know that
Damn,
with
dude.
the undertone.
Fruits of Grisaya?
The fuck is that?
It's a harem
It's
show.
a harem.
Oh,
I mean,
You've
I
never
mean,
seen Fruits of Grisaya?
No.
I don't touch harem.
well, technically,
It's not a harem.
it's-
but it
You just said
kinda
it's- oh,
is.
my-
no,
What?
yeah. Well, okay. So the best way to it comes from an eroge,
It's really good.
but it comes from a visual novel, like an eroge visual
So
novel.
now what you're gonna tell me, Bob, is Fate is a romance?
It is
It
in this
is.
list.
Oh my god, it's not a romance.
Fate State Night in particular.
Fate,
It's
yeah,
all
Fate's,
about-
yeah.
because Fate
That
Zero
one.
isn't, but Fate Stay Night technically. It was also an eroge.
They're all eroges. They're all of them are. So that means all of them have to be romance.
I mean, Fate Zero wasn't.
You tell me Phase Zero was the only one that wasn't a fucking eroge at the time?
I'm trying to think. So Fate Zero is not. Fate Extra is just a game.
Well, yeah.
like,
Well, everything new is obviously
Apocrypha's. Well, no,
Okay,
there is
so-
romance in Apocrypha though. But that was also
Oh, you're
that was a
right.
light novel.
not. Yeah, well, of course.
Strange Fake's a light novel, but that one doesn't have
I
any
said,
romance in it.
all the Fate stuff that's new doesn't count because it's all just fucking light novel stuff. You tell me the ones that aren't light novels. Tell me the ones that aren't the eroges. Because it'll be easier than you going through everything.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Because the FGO isn't.
No. Tsukihime is an eroge. But
Okay.
that's kind of in the Fate
I like how he
universe.
knows.
Yeah, of course.
Melty Blood? I don't think.
What the fuck are these?
Uh,
Are you just saying the stuff that are in the genre now?
no. I mean, they're made by Type Moon, and everything by Type
Bro,
Moon's in the
he's
same
gonna,
universe.
he's gonna
Oh
say
my
random
God.
Japanese games,
Yeah.
and you're like, yeah, that's the
Yeah,
guy.
it's in the universe.
What's the last one that I'm thinking? Well, I can't remember what the original source material for Garden of Sinners is. Kara no Kyokai.
Yeah.
But it kind of has some romance elements. Not really.
They bang once, but you know.
I don't even think they do.
Oof.
I don't remember. But that one's also like a offshoot. They all take place in the same fucking universe. One of the characters in Kara no Kyokai is in the very end of Heaven's Feel. But or it's hinted at least. But Fate Stay Night is technically kind of a romance. Just
Kind
with death.
of.
Just kind of. Berserk.
Future Diary.
Future Diary
Future
romance. You know? Yes.
Sure.
Sure. Yuki?
Yuki.
Well, I guess she's what is it? Yandere.
Uh-huh.
So it's gotta be a romance.
She crazy, dude.
She crazy lady.
Well, she dedicated.
But they bang, so you know.
They did bang. In
Romance.
the- romance.
I love watching my porn and be like, this is my favorite romance.
Bro, did you ever see this show though? The Oni-chan Dakedo or something?
No.
I did. It's Oni-ai, I think
Yeah,
it's like
Oni-ai,
the...
yeah,
that's
dude.
another
Dude, I want that
incest one.
simulcast
Oh,
for that.
I'll be watching that later.
Have you ever watched Kiss XS?
No.
Ooh. It's pretty spicy.
Did
Maybe that's
you
just
only
like
watch the
before.
original run?
I only watched the original run.
I only watched the ovas.
Oh shit.
They'd be spicy.
So what, you just watch the porn, basically?
Because there's like as many ovas as there is episodes. So it's like a whole series in and of itself.
God.
But it's not a full-blown hentai, but it's close. It's as close as you can get without it being,
Hentai?
yeah.
No, I think the one that was pushing that boundary was the stupid, the rating one. They were rating the...
Oh, Isekai Reviewers?
Yeah.
Well, no, it's not Isekai Reviewers.
I thought it was... Oh, no.
No.
It was like Monster...
It starts with an I. It starts with an I, and then it's
Oh.
reviewers.
Interspecies review.
Yeah, there you
Interspecies
go.
reviewers.
Yeah.
It starts with an
It starts with an
That's
I.
pushing as far as hentai can be without
Or I mean,
being hentai.
Redo of a
What
Healer.
about Reader of
Yeah.
Healer?
I haven't seen
Redo of a
it.
Healer is a hentai.
Straight up.
Like if it's on Hentai Haven.
Dude, I fucked up and I saw the censored version.
See,
and you can't see shit.
The point,
Of course not.
the whole point that there's a censored version like that. It is a hentai.
You can see half the screen.
It is a hentai.
It's a hentai that's on normal TV.
It's pretty spicy.
It's a hentai that's on normal
It's pretty
TV.
spicy. Like the first couple episodes, I know how to feel, but
I that's not my thing personally.
I
That's
had
not.
conflicting
I'm
feelings.
not really into that. That's not my.
I don't know if I was.
It's not my cup of tea.
It's
Very
a cup of
conflicting.
coffee though.
Oof. Yeah, I need a little sweetener.
Add some of that milk to
Yeah.
cool it down.
It's a little too dark there.
It's a little too bitter. I haven't seen this week's episode, so maybe it got better. Maybe it got a little bit sweeter.
I don't think it's ever
Doubt
gonna
it.
get better.
Doubt it.
From what I've heard, it just gets worse.
Oof.
He probably just bangs everyone. That's probably what it is.
I mean, he's banged every episode. Maybe not willingly, but
Him not willingly, or everybody else.
that too.
It's an interesting piece of.
It's one of those shows
media.
where I have to watch because it's one of those that everyone will talk about at some point in the future.
Because it's that
It's
like
saying I watch hentai, but I don't actually watch
you
it.
want to know what it is in my head? It's like going through Human Centipede.
We don't
No.
talk about that. We don't talk about that.
It's like it's that thing that you don't want to watch because you're whatever's, but all these people watched it,
Yeah,
so
that's
the
the
curiosity's peaked.
Teeth.
You know what
Most horror
surprises me
movies.
is that people have watched both Human Centipedes. I'm
Or
like,
I think there's like three of
that's
them.
Four.
yeah. Who the fuck watches all of them?
I don't
Like
know.
you watch the first one and then you're good.
I couldn't finish the first one.
And then
I was
you're
done. I started. I'm done. I'm like, nope, no, thank you, no, thank you, no, thank you. It's like people who sit through what is it, like the Serbian film or whatever that is. No, 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 thank you.
Remember Josh told me about that, and I went to go read about it.
No, thank you.
I don't want to see this shit.
No, thank you.
This will change my life forever
In a bad way.
in a bad way.
No,
I don't
thank
want that in my
No,
mind.
thank you.
You don't
No.
want that. You don't
No.
know. You don't want that. I want some wholesome.
Yeah.
Like Corey Media.
Yep. We come back.
Or
Do we go back?
we come back.
or about that robot that writes letters.
Violet Evergarden?
Violet Evergarden. It's not a romance.
It's not. It's
I don't think it
it's
is,
just wholesome.
but it's wholesome.
I want to see the new film. So bad.
It's not on Netflix.
No.
No,
See,
that's something
there
else.
is a movie on Netflix. I think it's
Uh-huh.
like more like an OVA.
Yeah.
But there is like the movie that ends it.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to cry.
Uh-huh.
No, super
And I
happy.
wanted to see it.
She becomes a real girl.
I mean, she technically is.
And every time she lies, her nose goes a little
I
bit.
mean, she technically is.
I know she is.
But that's something I do really want to watch.
One day. Like Evangelion 4. One day.
Wait, what?
It's never gonna happen.
I heard he made that movie so he could make Shin Godzilla.
No, you mean
No.
Shin,
Shin Ultraman.
yeah.
I'm so excited.
Who wants to put money down that Ultraman will come out before Ava?
When it's supposed to come? Ultraman?
It's this year.
End of this year,
Yeah,
right?
it's
And Ava was supposed to come out last month, right?
No, it's supposed to come last February.
it's supposed to come out last
but
year.
they put out another one.
Yeah, and then it was supposed to come out January,
Yeah.
and then it was
yeah.
postponed
And they pushed
indefinitely again because you know the Rona.
But this time indefinitely instead of pushing it back.
Yeah.
It's gonna play before the Olympics. Bet. May.
Which Olympics?
May. May.
You think May Olympics?
Yes.
Oof.
That's my bet. It's gonna come out in May, just before the Olympics. Even though it's in July, but whatever, you know. May.
I don't believe it.
And then I'm gonna find a
think so.
Chinese ripped version of it online.
Dude,
With Chinese
we're
subtitles?
not gonna see any of that until like the Blu-rays come.
Dude, that's how I watched Evangelion 3. I had to find that shitty ass
It's
Chinese
a
rip.
recording of some guy holding his phone
The
up.
angle was
He's
so
like-
bad.
You know, he's like hiding it in his like pocket. He's like, oh, this is a perfect spot to put my recording.
My favorite is like when you watch anything like that, and the first like 5 minutes it's just darkness,
Yeah.
waiting for them to look, and then they pull it out.
Well, I guess the question is, do you remember, or if you ever had this, because I grew up in New York, in New Jersey, whatever, you go to New York, there'd be the vendors on the side. They'd sell like the Gucci bags. Like
Right.
some of them were real,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
of them
I
were
grew up
fake.
in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yes.
But did you ever get the ones with the VHSs?
Oof, no. I just had the shitty DVD in a
Yeah.
bag.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh-huh.
the shitty cover.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I saw those over there.
So I got those and the VHSs. They were just selling them at the corner for like $5-10.
Yeah.
Then you bring it in and it'd be the video of the guy in the background, like you can hear people talking or the guy's eating popcorn right next to him.
Dude, I remember
Like,
just like, oh, dude, this movie just came out in the theater. You go to the swap meet, it's already
No,
in the
my
DVD.
my favorite is it would be there before it came out of the theater.
Guys videotaping like a oh my god, it's so
From
bad.
the screening or something. But that was my favorite. I'm
Dedication.
like, I'd be like, doesn't that movie come out like next weekend? It's like,
Exactly.
yeah, well, it's right here.
You can watch it now out of someone's pocket. You can hear him digest his food while he's sitting right there.
Oh my god.
But are we, man?
Well, now I am, anime and romance.
Romance and anime.
You guys should leave us any recommendations in the comments.
Yeah, comments are very helpful. Tell a friend, just tell a friend, I don't give a shit.
Play it on mute in the background.
Multiple times. We have a playlist of all of our podcasts. If you just want to, click it
We do?
and put, yeah.
Yeah,
Wow,
you
shit.
set it
I
up.
set it up. So,
Oh, you did?
so
Hey, yo.
after this one, it'll play the one before or the most popular. I'm unsure which one it does.
Oh.
But
I only
In
have
some order.
I do have
4
something.
episodes now.
I do have something funny because sometimes when I'm watching it to edit, I want to make sure some of it went through. So at the end of the episode, sometimes it says your next episode or play. It played a church thing. And I think it registered the reincarnation as us being like church. And I'm like, I might have to fix that somehow. I'm like, oh well.
Church.
So never forget the church is always
Church.
the temple here.
Oh my god.
But
Temple to degeneracy.
yeah, I guess next week we'll figure out what to talk about.
Well, next week is the Crunchyroll Awards. They come out on Friday.
Oh, they do come out on Friday.
So we'll talk about the
winners.
results and the winners. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll have 2 movies probably.
All the
talk
random
about.
shit.
Other shit we just watched.
Oh,
Talk shit about Earwig and the Witch.
I do have something to tell you, Bob.
What?
I've been holding off on it.
Oh shit.
So you know your stickers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know your the new ones you made
Yeah.
that you can buy on Reaper in the area at Etsy.com. Really good. Go check this out. They're not on the store anymore.
Why?
They got copyrighted.
Oh, they did.
They got hit by Viz Media.
Oh my god.
Because I'm like, I know you just put these up. I'm like, where'd they go? So I'm like looking into it. And it's like, oh, this has been taken down. I'm like, oh, why? So I click on it. It's like, oh, this is owned by Viz Media property. And I'm like, but there's so many other stickers out there. I'm like, why do we get hit?
What the fuck?
What are they from?
Demon Slayer?
Demon Slayer.
That is Media?
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll figure something out. I just noticed last week when I was re-editing the shop layout.
Fucking Viz Media.
It's
makes sense.
a cash cow they want to control, man. Just look how much the movie made.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
That's the problem when you hit something that's too popular.
Yeah. Because I'm like, normally we get likes on tons of our stuff.
Yeah.
So I normally get it. I'm like, we haven't got a like on this in like months. I'm like, maybe it was just shit.
Maybe it was just garbage.
So I just looked it up. I'm like, this is not there. I'm like, oh, maybe Bob didn't like it. I was going to text you.
I removed it.
Yeah, so I was going to text you, and then I looked for it. I'm like, oh, it just got removed. I'm like, oh, well. I deleted it completely, so we don't have
I
that.
thought it only happened on YouTube.
No, it can
No.
happen anywhere.
No, it happens there, too, because you're selling part of their licensing.
Makes sense.
Oh well.
Oh well.
That's how the cookie crumbles, right?
Yeah. There's a funny story I forgot. It's all about this moment.
For a whole week?
No, I learned of it Wednesday. But I'm like, I can tell it on the podcast. It'll be funny. So,
Goddamn
He
Viz
just didn't
Media.
let you know.
fair.
Gotta let me know. Okay.
Check us out, guys. I guess.
Thank you.
Bye.
so
Before we
very
get
much for
copyrighted
listening.
again.
Thank you.
See ya.